Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the trading hub. I'm over on the test server. We're in the last day of it, and White Sushi's done a post going through it, but pretty much this thing is basically trash for free to play. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to look at is this guide on Reddit by White Sushi. Big shout out again to White Sushi. We cover a lot of his stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. It'll be linked in the description if you want to go check it out. But basically we have the basics at the top here. Each time you do kill the Goldus, he has a 5 kill limit. You will be able to pick up one of these tickets, which is basically for your whole militia, and that will go into the militia trade in the store. So that's pretty much the basics there each time you get it, and you got to get to 4 and 5 to start getting some of the good ones in there. But for free to play, none of that's going to really matter anyway. Moving on, the honorable rewards. As you can see, you can get dragon crystals once the thing is finished and you get your ranking. You are able to go ahead and pick up some dragon crystals, and that is pretty much the only free to play way to get dragon crystals. But as you can see, this requires be in top 10 militia damage leaderboard to go ahead and get 980 of these dragon crystals. So yeah, we'll get on to why that, like, you guys already understand that that's 980 isn't much anyway, and you get that for being in top 10. Then the only other way is to go ahead and spend money. So this is the thing that I think a lot of people are upset about, is that the whole store is basically just a pay to win thing. Realistically, it's a pay to win thing, which I'm like, okay, so I think it's a very bad idea by them. I think it's a horrible idea. I'm cool with having things for pay to win players. I'm really cool with that. But I don't like, the thing that annoys me is when you introduce a feature, which seems like a fairly decent sized feature, like, you know, it's supposed to be something cool for the event, but pretty much free to play can't even participate in it. That's where I draw the line. Like, I'm cool for, like, you know, different packs in the store and stuff like that, like whatever. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. The game is very free to play friendly to enjoy the game. It gives free to play players a lot of resources. But once you go to this stage of introducing features into the game that basically look like fun, and then you get into it and it's like, oh no, you're free to play, you do not get to participate. That's where I draw the line and think it's a bit irritating. I'd love to see them leave it the way it is, just make a way for free to play players to get a little bit more stuff, just so you can get some stuff. I mean, to be fair, the Abyssal Expedition is awesome anyway. Like, even if you only log into it like 3 times and go through the first couple titles and get like the 30 scrolls, like, it's worth it. It's free stuff, I get it. But if you're free to play and you go through the grind of it, you are going to get the better rewards as you go on. But when you add this feature, like, I feel like it would have the community on a whole would have been happier if they just didn't have this feature in it, because then there wouldn't have been the drama. But you get what I'm saying. I'm cool with them looking after pay to play players, because they're the ones that keep the game going, they fund the game, all that stuff. I'm 100% cool with it. I just don't like the excluding of a whole portion of your player base from something that you implement. It's the same reason I have a little bit of an issue with the Legends Challenger tournament, and I'd love to see a free-to-play version of it. I'm getting sidetracked, but it's just like, I want all players to be able to enjoy all aspects of the game, even if it's at a limited potential, because you're free to play. Pretty much the gist. Anyway, let's keep going. I hope that made sense. I tried to articulate that as best I could, but obviously free-to-play players are pretty pissed about it. But keep in mind, we do get a lot of free-to-play stuff, but I still agree it's a very bad design. It's okay. So if you're free to play and you end up in the top 10 militia damage and you get 980 dragon crystals, when we look down here, you're going to be able to buy diddly squat. Like, you're not getting heroes or anything. You will be able to get, we will go into the prizes you can get, but it's not going to be a hell of a lot. So I just feel like if you get in the top 10 and you can't even auction off on a mythic furniture, like, I don't know. I don't know. It's how they designed it. Anyway, let's move on. Every Goldust kill awards your militia with tickets, which are automatically exchanged into items that populate your militia trade. That's what we talked about here. Every time you kill it, you get a certain rarity of tickets. Players within the militia can use unbound dragon crystals to roll a random dice. The highest roll acquires the item once the time limit is up, while everyone else gets refunded. Cool beans. That's a cool system. I'm cool with it. Like I said, the whole system is cool. It's just the acquisition of the dragon crystals that is the issue, which I'm sure they can like tweak it and make it more free to play. Inclusive is the word I'll use next time. So who knows what they'll do. We'll wait and see. They're normally pretty good at reacting to feedback, so we'll see what happens. For every item sold in the militia or the global auction house, because once they basically finish their time limit on the militia auction house, if no one's bought them, they go into the global auction house and everyone can roll on them basically. Its value is divided randomly between militia members above Earl rank and converted into bound dragon crystals. So this is where you are going to get a little bit of use. And the thing to note is that free to play, if you are free to play but you're in a heavy spending guild, they will be buying some more stuff, meaning you will get more of the unbound dragon crystals as you go. So that's something to consider as well. Free to play, can they get anything? Below are the estimated rewards for Goldust kills, assuming everything gets sold within the militia trade. So very high conditions on that, but basically if you get, you can see the values here of what you can get. 139 per player, 279. I don't know if a hell of a lot of players are going to get the 5 Goldust kills. And then he just goes on to talk about what you're actually going to be able to purchase with your buy. And because the end reward, so wait, if we go up here, these ones in the middle here, you don't get those rewards till after it. Basically all of the things in your militia trade will be finished by then and be moved into the global auction house, so you'll be auctioning against a lot more people. And pretty much for the peaking free-to-play player, like the absolute tippity top free-to-play player, you might get some amplifying emblems. So some gold upgrade emblems is pretty much how he summarizes it. So he then does go into talk about like the cost relationship between them, and he basically says that the red emblems and celestial hypergeans are decent value compared to the general spending that you do for them. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go too in depth into this. And then we go to the TLDR. Let me move my head. There we go. As free to play, even if your guild manages to land inside the top 100, the only items you can afford from either of these is amplifying emblems. As for the exchange store, you can see if you kill him once, you'll probably get 1 summoning scroll, 2 summoning scrolls. Now, I believe he's calculated this off a whole guild being free to play, because as it says up here, anytime someone buys something, your whole guild gets bound dragon crystals, and if the other members of your guild are spending, I assume that means that you're going to end up getting more bound dragon crystals because they're spending more normal dragon crystals. So that would be the whole guild free to play. So we'll have to see how this pans out. I'll let you know how it goes on my Celestial Hypergen account. We're just waiting to get the 5th kill on Goldust right now. So I'll see how that pans out, what we end up getting once we get all the end of event rewards and everyone spends everything, and see what we get. But yeah, that's pretty much what you're looking at. And then he says, obviously that's just an expectation. You've got RNG. So basically when it says that the amount's divided between members, it's random. So like on some chests, I got like 14 and someone else got 60. And then on one of my chests, I got like 73 and other people were getting like 15 or something like that. It's really weird the way it does it, but it's very randomized. So you'll have to see how you go with the RNG. And then the big one at the end, basically if you're free to play, don't expect to get anything out of the trading hub. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right, let's jump over to my free to play account and show you where that's at. Okay, here we are. Let's go to the trading hub. We are now in the last hours of the event. So I haven't collected my rewards from the end of the event rewards. So as you can see, I still have 0, 0, 0 right there. So as you can see, we're just about at the end. There's like another 5-6 hours to go. And that's how many dragon crystals I have. So I haven't purchased any, so pretty much means I haven't got any. And this is my bound dragon crystals, which I can use at the exchange shop. And as you can see, I'm pretty much going to be able to purchase 1 Stargaze ticket. So I might get maybe 2 Stargaze tickets. We'll have to see how we go. But pretty much, yeah. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. We'll see once we get the end of season rewards, whether we get more people buying stuff from the global auction house, and then whether it generates us a few more. But pretty much, that for free to play, the whole event summed up, I feel like most people are going to end up in the 1 Stargaze ticket family. So that is pretty much all I wanted to cover. Like I said, I got really pumped for this thing coming into it. When we first looked at it, it didn't really make sense to me, and I thought I must have been missing something, and that's why I didn't really cover it too much early on. But now that it's all come to fruition, I mean, it is what it is. It's what you get. Might go pick up my 1 Stargaze ticket. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. Is it annoying to you? To me, like me personally, it's not that annoying because it's like, it's just extra stuff for the pay to play. The free to play, it's like, I mean, you get some pretty good rewards anyway. However, it's more the fact that it's like, it's pretty much a whole system that they put into the game, which not everyone can participate in, which is the annoying part in my mind. So pretty much all I got to say. I don't know. Like, I didn't see this coming. It actually threw me off when I read White Sushi's post. Because I was like, the whole time I'm looking at it, I'm reading the information. I'm like, I must be missing something. But I wasn't. Anyway, I'm real curious to see what they do with this, if they respond to feedback and stuff like that, because they're normally really good with that. So we'll wait and see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.